UFC fans are abuzz with excitement over the upcoming lightweight clash between Charles Oliveira and Michael Chandler at UFC 309, set to take place at the iconic Madison Square Garden this fall. While Michael Chandler originally had his sights set on a much-anticipated fight with Conor McGregor, the Irish superstar has now seemingly accepted Chandler's shift in focus toward a rematch with the dangerous Brazilian. In a surprising turn of events, McGregor has publicly thrown his support behind Chandler, even though their rivalry had previously been marked by tension and harsh words. After weeks of speculation and back-and-forth comments, McGregor's endorsement of Chandler comes as a shock to many UFC fans, given the heated nature of their interactions over the years. In a recent interview, McGregor, once critical of Chandler, expressed confidence in his former rival's ability to defeat Oliveira. Chandler has a bit more knowledge of it now. I'd love to see Chandler deal with him, to be honest. We don't have this thing. We'll settle the little fool and everything. Let's see how it goes. It is what it is, McGregor said, referencing Oliveira's recent performances and Chandler's increased experience in the octagon. This unexpected show of support from McGregor signals a shift in the dynamic between the two fighters, who were once on a collision course of their own. McGregor, who famously insulted Chandler when the fight with Oliveira was announced, now seems to be rooting for the American fighter. The newfound backing from one of the UFC's biggest stars has injected even more intrigue into a rematch that was already one of the most highly anticipated fights of the year. McGregor versus Chandler, a rivalry revisited. The relationship between Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler has always been complicated, marked by both rivalry and mutual respect. When Chandler first entered the UFC after a highly successful career in Bellator, it didn't take long for fans and analysts to start dreaming of a showdown between the two explosive fighters. With their high-energy fighting styles, knockout power, and penchant for drama, McGregor versus Chandler seemed like a match made in UFC heaven. For months, the MMA community buzzed with speculation about when the fight would take place, with both fighters dropping hints on social media. However, as time went on, the anticipated matchup between McGregor and Chandler started to fade into the background. McGregor, still recovering from the leg injury he sustained during his trilogy fight with Dustin Poirier, wasn't ready to return to the octagon. Meanwhile, Chandler continued to rise in the UFC's lightweight ranks, earning a title shot against Charles Oliveira at UFC 262 in May 2021. Despite a valiant effort, Chandler lost to Oliveira by TKO in the second round, marking the beginning of their rivalry and setting the stage for what many believed would be a rematch. In the months following the Oliveira fight, Chandler kept his eyes on the lightweight title, but McGregor remained a constant presence in his orbit. The two fighters traded bards online, with McGregor calling Chandler names and questioning his abilities. At one point, McGregor famously referred to Chandler as a little asterisk guy. In response to the news of Chandler's rematch with Oliveira, the insult seemed to cement their rivalry, leading fans to believe that a McGregor-Chandler fight was inevitable.